Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Tech It Out. I am your host, Armani Amesqua. Thank you guys for checking out the video today, and I hope this one really comes to value to you. I had been speaking recently about the importance of branding and leveraging the brand that you are working with, and I wanted to share with you guys some of the tools that I use that I think are the most easiest tools to use when posting on social media, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or just images in general that you want to send out to as an email attachment or anything where someone will be viewing it on a screen. I wanted to share with you the step-by-steps, and the reason I'm doing this is because of this being a YouTube video. You'll be able to process it the first time and then go back and watch it and press pause and play as you go through the steps, so you yourself can get this, this system implemented in your toolbox, what I call your toolbox, whether it be on a smart device, iPhone, Android, Samsung, iPad, or tablet, whatever it may be. You're able to do it from this from those devices. So before we get started, just want to let you know what we're going to be doing. So when you receive this video invite, you're also going to receive a link to download the Century 21 Everest logos, and this group of logos that you'll receive are a special version because they're see-through logos. Now, I don't know if you guys ever pay attention to graphics of other people that post, but sometimes, especially realtors, are known to post a property photo and then they add their logos, or they try to, and you see like this basically a block of white background or black, and then the logo or the name is in the middle. And unfortunately, what happens there is they use files that are typically JPEGs, which is a standard photo file. But what I am asking you guys to really concentrate on is whenever you are placing images or logos on top of an image, you want it to look as professional as possible. And in doing that, the files that we should be using are not JPEG, but they're actually known as PNG. .png to be exact, and these are considered to be called see-through files, where the image seems, or the logo seems like it's floating over the actual image, and it just looks cleaner, looks more professional, and that's what I'll be sharing with you guys today. And then on top of that, I will show you how to download these logos from the email on your device, and then from there we will open up an app called Adobe Spark. And this is what I use specifically to post or to edit these images and add the logos and the names and the phone numbers or whatever I want to before it goes out to my social channels. So I'll be showing you the process on that. And then hopefully once that's done, you guys can kind of practice away. And I would recommend, mess around with it, when you're at home watching a baseball game or watching one of your spouse's favorite shows and you're not really interested in it. Just pull out the tablet or the smart device and just kind of practice at it. Just take whatever photo you have and just start laying out these logos, and just that way you can get a feel of it and practice, for that way when the day comes that you do have to post something, you are ready to go. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so as we start off with downloading the logos, the C21 Everest see-through logos that I just emailed to you guys. So the process is going to be, if you are on your device that I'm sharing with you guys right now, I am working off of an iPhone, but it should be similar for Samsung or Android devices. You're going to open your email program, whichever one you use to receive your company email. And you're going to look for the email that I sent you recently, and it's called C21 Everest See-Through Logos. And right there, we're looking at the link. Now, I am sharing these logos through a download link that's hosted on my my Google Drive cloud. So all you have to do is just click on that link, and it will take you to the actual files. And as you can see right here on the screen, these are all the files that I have shared with you guys that you should have on your phone or whatever device you're going to be practicing your editing software and uploading real estate images. So I'm just going to share with you guys how to download each and every one of these into your camera roll. Now the camera roll is where all of your photos are stored, and that is where every image that you save on your smart device is going to be saved at. So I'm going to do a couple right now so you can understand how to do it. And mind you, it might be a little different as far as process from an Android device to an iPhone device. But I hope you guys already. I will assume that because you've already taken photos or worked with photos before on your phone, that you kind of know that process. But this would be on a vantage point from an iPhone. So here's the first one. I'm going to download the actually the second one right here, and I'm going to click on it right here. It's the second one from this list, and I have on the right side, see those three dots? That's like the menu of the file, and that's almost like if you're on your desktop computer and you right click on the mouse and then you have a menu that comes up. It's pretty similar to that. So I'm going to click on those three dots, and then I have my menu of options. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on send a copy. Okay, so when I click on send a copy, my options come up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this third one on this list, which is called save image. And what will happen is when I choose save image, it will be saved in my camera roll. And now it's downloading from the cloud. And if I go to my camera roll, let me show you guys how that's going to look. I'm going to go to my photos, and it's there. That's the logo that I downloaded. Okay, so you're going to have to do that for every single one of these see-through Century 21 Everest logos. And I definitely recommend you download them because we have a good arsenal of different looks. But for the most important ones, I would say the one that I just did, and also you want to do the circle, the C21 circle logo, like this one right here. You want to get that one, and I'm going to do that one too. Let me go back, and I'm going to click on C21 Seal Obsessed Gray. That's one of the ones I want, and I'm going to click on those three dots on the right, and I'm going to go to send a copy, which is the fifth one down. So I'm going to move up, and I'm going to look for save image, and I'm going to save that image. It downloaded. Now let me go back to my photos just to confirm that I have it, and there you go. There is that one. Okay, so let me do a couple more because I'm going to use these as examples of how these logos are going to work. So the other one I want is the Fine Homes and Estates. For those of you who really concentrate on high-end properties, I definitely recommend you guys take advantage of these logos because again, we're trying to leverage the brand name, and this just when you see these on whatever photos or properties you guys are working on, it just adds a lot of value to what you're trying to do. So I'm going to download this one as well, and I'm going to click on the three dots, and then pick send a copy, and then I'm going to choose save image, and now it's in my logos in my camera roll. Okay. All right, so let me do one more, and let me choose one of the C21 that are kind of cut off. Let's do. Let me explain one thing. When you see the logos right here, where it says where there's no image, they're pretty much just white. That means that they are white, but you won't be able to see them because they're see-through. So download these white ones, all of them, even if you can't see it. Like this first one right here, C21 Seal White. Definitely download all of these. I'm going to do that right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Again, three dots, send a copy, look for save image, downloading, and let me show you. Let me see if I can tell on here. Yeah, you won't be able to tell here, but it is white and it is clear. And that's one of the hard parts of this, but you'll get what I'm doing when I show you the next step. So that is how you install the logos or actually get them on your smart device. I am then going to show you the next step, which is working with Adobe Spark and how to get these logos into the photos that you're working on. All right, so now we are ready to go with the app that we're going to be using to edit these real estate photos that we're working on. So we just finished, downloaded the PNG files, which is the see-through photos or the see-through logos for Century 21 Everest. And right now we are going to open up the app. Now again, I'm working on an iPhone, so it might be different for the Android. But when I look for an app on my phone, I just pull down on the screen, and I type in the name of the app. In this case, it would be Adobe Spark. And right away, when I start typing it in, you see the applications that are named that. So that first one, Spark Post, that is the app that I use. Some people use Canva, which I have kind of used it, but I just go with what I know. But you guys could choose either or. They pretty much work similar, but I think Adobe Spark is a little bit easier. So I'm using that one as an example. So I'm opening up Adobe Spark, and this is what you see when you first open it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pretend that I have a listing and I want to start marketing it on social media. So the first thing that I do is I click on that plus circle right there on the bottom, the middle bottom. So I'm going to click on that, and it's asking me where are you going to pull your image that you want to work on. So you have all these options here, but what I would like to use is basically go into my photo library. That's your camera roll. And now I'm going into my photos. Okay, so I am going to look for a property that I am currently working on. And let me just go through my photos here and find something that will work. I know I have a inventory here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, let's use a structure. That would be nice. Oh, my photos are all scrambled up. Let's say I'm selling this building right here. So I selected the photo, and it's importing into Adobe Spark, so you have to give it a minute or so. So when you see that check, that means you're ready to go. And on the top right corner, I'm going to click Add One, and that is the image. So if you see here on the bottom, you have different sizes. And this is one of the cool things that I love about this is that it assumes and it already knows that most people use this to post on either Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and all that. So you basically pick the one that you're going to be utilizing or posting to. I usually just pick Instagram. I like the square look because that fits Instagram and it also fits on Facebook, and it just looks nice and neat. And you don't see any cutoffs or anything like that. So I'm choosing the Instagram layout, and I'm going to click Done. And then it goes into the mode where you could add or edit things and so forth. So what happens here is you could add anything you want to say about the property. Most of the time I don't write anything, but sometimes I do. But in this case, I'm not. Again, this video is about the logos. So I'm going to delete this. So when I touch on anything on here that's added on, I just go on the bottom where it says delete, that second button. I'm going to click on delete, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to add my first logo. Okay. So say this is my listing. So I'm going to go to add, which is that first option. And then it's going to ask you add text, add image, add video, add an icon, add a sticker. In this particular case, we're going to add a logo. Okay. So here we are in the logos. And I already have logos preloaded, but I'm going to show you guys how to pull the logos that you just downloaded from the email link I sent you and save them into this program, so that way anytime in the future that you are working on any type of photo that you're editing, the logo will automatically be popping up here in this library, so you don't have to worry about adding it again through an email link or whatever. So we're going to click on the plus box right here, and basically we're going to be importing that logo from our photo library. So I'm going to click on photo library, and then I'm going to my photos, and see the top ones. Those are the ones that I just downloaded as we started this video. So I'm going to start off with this white one, the first one, and this is the one where I told you that the actual logo is white, but because the background is white, you don't see it. I'm going to click on that, and there you go. See that? That's the white logo, and it's the C21 logo. So what I like to, I have certain rules that I use whenever I place these logos. They have to look right and they have to be proportioned right. So I always like to add the C21 somewhere, kind of like that, either on that corner or on that corner, someplace where it's not taking too much away from the image of what you're trying to promote, the property. But something like that looks cool, but that's not enough. It has to have the actual Everest name as well. So then I go back, I click done on the bottom, so I'm finished with that. I'm happy where it's placed. I'm going to click done. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go to add, go to the bottom where it says add logo, and I will go down my library of logos that I have. I will assume that after this is done, you guys will have imported all of the logos into this, so you'll be looking at the same options that I have now. So here is the one that I like to use, a Century 21 Everest where it's spelled out. I click on that one, and then there it is, and then I just open it up a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, and then I go ahead and place it, and I kind of do something like that. Okay? And that to me is, again, leveraging the brand to you. And then thirdly, what I recommend is each one of you guys should have either some type of a logo with your name or a signature or whatever. In my particular case, I have my own signature logo, which is this one. So I add that always to all of my posts when it's regarding real estate. And it doesn't have to be your name. You could get creative. It could be a slogan. It could be whatever you're going to be using to tie in your name to an image. That is what you want to concentrate on. If you don't have one, I highly recommend you do get one because it does add. Again, we're all visual nowadays, and again, like I shared in previously in one of our meetings, how everyone just scrolls and it's just the eye. It's the art of catching the eye, and that's what you want to do, and be repetitious about it. That way, automatically, subliminally, people will start relating real estate to your name. So that is how you do these logo layouts. Okay, so now that I'm done with this, what is the next step? Well, the next step is I want to export this photo. Now that I'm done with it, save it as an image on my camera roll. That way I could then upload it to Instagram or Facebook or wherever. So if I am happy with this, on the top right corner, you see that little box with an arrow. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to ask me, where would you like to post this? So the cool thing about Adobe Spark is that it does have direct links once you set up each one of these accounts. You could just go to Facebook and upload the photo, or you could go to Instagram and upload the photo. So I'm going to go Facebook right now. And then it's going to show me where do you want to load this, on your newsfeed or in your story. I'm going to go with newsfeed. And then here, as you can say, check out my new listing in Chicago. Okay. And then you can add whatever you want. I always like to use a hashtag on all of my posts. That way, if anyone is ever following a certain hashtag, they will get it. In this case, I'm going to put use Ventura, something like that. I usually like to put the cities that the property is listed at. That way, whoever is following that hashtag that wants to know anything and everything about Ventura or Camarillo or Santa Paula, they're going to see your post. So that's the key about using hashtags. So anyways, that's what it is. And then I just, on the bottom, you have your options of tagging the location, as far as putting in the city. I'm going to put Ventura. And actually, I'm going to put Century 21 Everest Ventura as my home office. And that's it. Okay, and then I'm going to click on post, and it's on Facebook. Done. Okay, going back to the top right corner to save this image, you could go that route, or you could just save it on your camera library, and then later on you could upload it to whatever you want to do, or email it to anyone. For that, I usually do save image, which is like the sixth one down. I click on save image, and then it just automatically saved to the camera roll. And now if I go back to my photos, I will click on my most recents, and there you go. There's the final product, and then you can do whatever you want with the image. Okay? So that is how you guys do it. And I am hopeful that you guys take advantage of it. I made this video where you guys could go back and forth, pause, rewind to make sure you guys understand the steps. And hopefully I see a little bit more action out in the social media world, and you guys are taking advantage of the brand that we're all a part of. So With regards to the tools that I used, Adobe Spark, there is a free version, but you are not able to use your own logos on that. If you want to use the version that I'm using, it's $9.99 a month for this, and you also get 3 other apps. And let me show you those. That's Adobe. It's called Spark Post, which is the one that I shared with you now. And then there's Spark Video and Spark Page. I'll be doing check it out videos on those in the next month or so. That way you guys can get an understanding of what the whole suite of products come with. But for $9.99 a month, you get access to all 3 of them. And it's, to me, I get, like I said before, it's one of the easiest and very good quality ways of promoting your business. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me, and just practice makes perfect. We've heard that before. Just don't be afraid to try it. You can't break anything, and you can always start over on the video until you get it right. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, armani@c21everest.com. And other than that, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you online. Take care. Bye-bye.